Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Tinker77. We are back today on Sky Factory 3. I just woke up and I have a little bit of time before I have to go to my day job, so I thought I would try to start out a little bit and get a little bit ahead with the recordings. So we're back here. If you recall, at the end of the last episode we were able to get the cobblestone generator, and I think I messed something up. Well, not messed up, but I got ahead of myself, because here it just says build a cobblestone generator, which we did. But then over here it says automate your cobble with a cobblestone generator block or a transfer node. Well, that's a cobblestone generator block. So I think we actually were supposed to make a manual cobblestone generator and then later on make the real one. So I'm going to check this off right now. We have an automatic cobblestone generator. That's great. Okay, now there are a lot of things here that we're going to be doing for the Stone Age. And before we do that, I want to say, hey, if you're liking this Sky Factory 3, please click that like button. It's like baiting of doom, as this call would say. Right, here we go. So we can have to go make a dark room 25 blocks away. We can make a field of grass 25 blocks away. So these are far. Okay, build a second layer. That's building something out far away. We could try to make obsidian with a stone barrel, make a tinker's construct, and upgrade it apart. Okay, so these are things that we could do. Now this one here, building a Tinker's Construct smeltery for processing ore, takes seared bricks. And we're going to need a lot of those. So I thought maybe that would be the first thing I do, instead of going out and making these other like land masses that it wants us to do, is to make a bunch of the seared bricks so we're ready to make that when the time comes. So if you go in here and you look at the seared bricks, okay, this is the seared bricks. It takes a seared brick, singular. And what does that take to make? It takes, in the furnace, we need to make grout. Grout is clay, sand, or snad, and gravel. So it looks like we're going to be taking the cobble, we're going to be using the hammer a lot on it, and we're going to make up some grout here. So let's start doing some of this right now. We got 2 full stacks ready to go, so let's use that right away. Okay, we're going to make a full stack, and I want to use this to make, let's do it with gravel first. Okay. Now, one thing I didn't do yet, and I'm going to do it right now, is I'm going to show you the wand that we can make. Because it's really useful in situations like this. What is the wand? These are the various wands you can make: stone, iron, and diamond. We'll make the stone one for now. It takes 2 of those and stone. Okay, and we don't have any stone yet, so let's get that put in here, and we'll get that fired up. And we'll be back when it's done. It turns out you actually only need to use cobblestone to make the wand, which is what I did. So we have these wands, they're ready to go. So let's go and finish out this stack over here. I'm not sure how many I have, so I'm trying to get a full stack, so let's just grab some more and fill this up. There we go. Okay, so let's start to do this. Now, because I put this already down here, you can see I've already got some blocks ready. The neat thing about the wand is it'll expand that. Now it only does 5 in a row like this. Oops, there we go. Right click. But you can see what it does. It builds fast for you. Okay? And then when I use the hammer, it'll go out fast too. So this is a way to do this quickly. I'm enjoying doing this because it makes it faster to get stuff done. Let's put that there. Okay. It's hammer time. And that's what it was able to get me so far. Of course, we lost the hammer, which means we'll have to get some more sticks. And I'll do the rest. Let me go get another hammer and I'll come back. Alright, we have 2 stacks of gravel. You can see I've got a little bit more of that, of gravel. We're going to take 1 stack of the gravel here, and we're going to go out here and we're going to put down and make it so we can make sand. Now because it only does 5 across, I'm only going to do 5 because of this wand's limit. I want to do a full stack, and I don't want to start to take that out. So let's see. Let's go put this someplace else really quick so we know it doesn't take the stuff that we have. Okay? There we go. That way it only pulls from the stack we have here. Okay. Here we go. Wand. All done. We'll hammer it up. Now the hammer went away, but that's okay because we got another hammer. And it looks like we have 3 more blocks to make the full set of sand. And there we go. So now we have in our inventory up here in this chest, we have 64 sand, 64 of the gravel, and now we can make a bunch of the whatchamacallit, the dust. So let's just do that real quick. Doesn't matter where it goes. Hammer it down. Sand. And now we'll get dust. Now that we have all of that, we can make a bunch of grout. So if we go back into here, don't need those in there. Sand, it goes there. Gravel goes in all the corners. Like that. And it should be, oh, sand needs to go in and we need to make, yes, we need to make clay here. I did not do that right. Forgive me. Okay, there we go. And that way we have grout. And grout, if you just put it in the furnace, there it goes. So I'm going to keep on doing this for a while until I get enough grout to make all the seared bricks. So I'll see you in a little bit. I've been working at getting the grout and then making the seared bricks. And so now I have a little over a stack. And that gets us enough that we can make the important components of this Tinker Smeltery. So if we look here, what we need to do is we're going to look at these pieces pretty quick here. We're going to need to first make the controller. We have to make a tank. This holds the lava that we use to melt the stuff. So this is what controls everything. This is the fuel. So what we need to have then is we need to have drains, which are right here. I want 2 drains and I want 2 faucets. Okay. And then we're going to need a table and a basin. Okay, so we're going to do that right now. Let's go. Yeah, keyboard's messing up here. Okay, so we want to make the controller first. There it is. Easy. Seared tank. We don't have any glass. We'll come back to that. Let's go put some glass in here. Put a piece of sand. There we go. Okay, we'll get that in a second. We'll come back to it. Okay, so we'll do that in a second. We have the faucet. I need 2 of these, I said. Okay, and I want basically 2 of the drains. And that one. And that one. Now I'm going to need, I want to have a casting table and a casting basin. Okay, so the last thing we just need to get is that tank. And now that we have the glass, I can do that. Okay, so here is the tank. And there it is. So now we have all of these bricks left over. And what we do with that is we actually make the seared bricks from singular seared brick. So I'm going to make a bunch of these, and then we're going to start to do a little work trying to get down to a lower level. That'll be tricky. Fortunately, we have a rainstorm going on. As you can see, it's filling up all my barrels, which is nice because I had a lot of dust left over. So all I'm going to do is just go in here and use this while I can. See, so we get a lot of dust instead of waiting all that time for the saplings to melt down into the basins here or whatever. See, they're still taking time. This way we're going to get a lot more of the clay that we need for other things. And I'm doing this while I can because it just happened to start raining in the world. Okay, we'll be back in a minute. While I'm waiting for the seared bricks to cook up, I have another idea that I wanted to talk about, and that is the food source here. We have these apples, and they provide 2 food, and it looks like 1.5 of the saturation. So 2 food, okay? But if we were to go and try to get, like say for instance, apple juice, has 2.5 to almost 3 food and a lot of saturation. So we want to get that, but we have to make a juicer. But that's easy. It's just stone and a pressure plate, right? So let's go get that done. I've got some stone on me right now. So let's make a pressure plate, right like that. And you should be able to put a stone here, and there we have a juicer. Now all we need to do is put that up here, and we have 35 juice. A lot more resource for the same amount of material. So that's a very easy thing to do in your world if you get a chance to make the juicer. Works great. Okay, now it's time for the part that I hate, and that is going down to water. So we're going to basically go right here. I'm going to pick a spot. Okay, and we are currently at what Y level? 57. And we want to go a little bit further. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this out a little bit here. And it won't let me put this. There we go. Okay, and let's see. If we put water on top of it, we will then be able to go and have it go all the way down. Let's see what happens here. Ready? Okay, so now the water stream is going down. Now I have to try to swim, and I hate this part. I will most likely die. That's why I've taken mostly everything out of my inventory. I have some wood here, but we got plenty of wood, so let's see if I can do this. Here we go. Actually, this is not that bad so far. I'm going all the way down to as low as I can go, and hopefully we'll be okay. Okay, we're getting close here. Let's see if I can put another block right here. Okay, there we go. Now, we're kind of having to get back up, and that's going to be kind of hard, but let's see if I can do this. See if we can put another, there we go. We can put some ladders. If I can just get up there, we'll be okay. Okay, well, I'm down here. I can breathe. So I just got to slowly work my way back up. So now I have basically a path to get all the way down. Let me just do this off camera. This is going to take me a little bit of work to figure out how to do this. I made it back to the top, but of course I did die once. You can see the little death marker there. We're going to go back down and get some of that stuff here. But I see I have my ladder there, and I made a slightly small platform. So what we're going to do down here is I'm going to put some of these planks down, just like I did up top, just to have a little bit more of a platform and have a place where we can do some things down here. Probably what will end up being down here will be a mob farm, but I'm just not quite there yet to do that. Okay, so we are what Y level? We're at Y level 3, so we actually can go down just slightly more. So let's see if I can do that. How can I do that? Oh, I can't do that right now. 3 is fine. We'll stick with 3. Okay, here we go. So now we'll just go over that, and we'll get over here and here. So now we have a little bit of area. I can get rid of these blocks, which I don't think I have my axe on me. Do I have an axe here? Oh, hey, we got a piece of dirt there. That's interesting. I wonder if I can... Yeah, I can build on top of it. That was pretty cool. Didn't know you could do that. So I have the axe on me here. I want to get rid of these blocks that are here and put down the planks. Or the, sorry, slabs. So they go right here. And that way, no monsters can spawn down here. There we go. Okay, now there is that waypoint, and it's kind of glowing. You see it glowing there? And I don't really want that, so I'm going to go into the map section here. And we're going to go to waypoints, and we're going to remove it. There we go. Okay, so there's something that can spawn right there. Now it can't. Let's put a torch down here. We can't do that either right now. There we go. Okay, so it looks pretty good. So the next step we're going to do here, let's make sure we've done, let's check our achievement book up at the top, and we'll figure out what the next step is. Back up at the top, let's look at that achievement book. We haven't made a dark room. We haven't made a field of grass. We didn't build a second layer yet, or any of these things. I thought maybe one of these would be solved. So we need to make a field of grass 25 blocks away from our base, and you need to make a second layer to your island below the level you started from. Well, it did make a second layer down below. It's way below. So we can kind of do that one. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to make a layer at around Y level 41 over that way. Maybe I'll do a little higher. I'm not sure. But I've got back here cooking up. So I've got some stone. It's because I want to see if I can make some more decorative blocks. So, yeah, we'll do like maybe some stone brick or something down there and make another layer. So let's do that. Here we go. Now, the trick. Can we get down? I'm going to get rid of the achievement book so I don't lose it. Can we get down to a level like 41 or so? Here we go. Where are we at? We are at 57. It's hard getting onto this ladder. Okay. So we went past it. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Around 40 or so. Now, can I get out and make a point? There we go. Oh, splat. We died again. Oh well, at least I got a block there, so now I have something I can kind of aim for. We'll have to respawn. So here is the tower that goes all the way down to the bottom. Here's the base where we have all our trees and stuff and all the stuff that we've been working with. I created a little platform over here first, and then I made a long walkway. This was 25 long, going over to this square. Now I'm going to make the border around the square be 3 blocks wide. But this square here is going to be for the dirt. I don't have the dirt on me, but I'm going to put dirt down here, see if I can get some grass growing, which will then do that particular achievement where you have to have grass that's 25 blocks away to spawn animals. So I'm going to fill in the border. I'm going to fill in the dirt, see what I can figure out how to get grass growing, and yeah, this will be pretty cool. So we're getting there. As you can see, I finished the area of land where we're going to have the grass. It's square. It's 9 by 9, and that's because I wanted an odd number, because we have an odd number for our walkway going over. Now you'll be noticing here that there isn't any grass, and to make grass we need grass seeds. Now the problem is I don't have any yet, and I've been doing the research, and what it says is that you get a lot of your seeds, especially grass seeds, from sifting the dirt. Okay, so then I went over here and I decided to just take all my seeds and see what I did get so far. And various seeds, a lot of tree seeds and other types of crops and things, but nothing that's grass. So I currently have 17 extra, maybe a little bit more dirt. And we're going to see if we can get some grass seeds right now. Let's go give this a shot. There's some seeds and some small pebbles. Okay. So what do we get here? Well, looks like we got carrot seeds, some oak seeds, some stone. It's regular seeds and a dark oak seed. Nothing that is specifically grass. Okay? This is just regular seeds. I could try to plant that, but I think that just makes regular wheat. So we need to keep on going, getting dirt, sifting it, and finding out if we have any grass seeds. Let me go do that right now, and I'll be back in just a little bit. I have 8 more dirt. Let's see how this goes. Okay, we got grass seeds. There we go. Awesome. Let's go take these right now, and we're going to go plant these. Now, this should then help to spawn some grass. And then if we have enough grass, we can get animals. This is great. Gonna run over here real quick. Look at that. We have grass. Now, that should eventually spread, and I believe then the passive mobs will spawn on that area if we're far enough away. I think that's why they make you go like 25 blocks away, is so that it can start to do some spawning. So we're going to let that grow for a little bit and see what happens. Let's go check that off into the book over here. Here's the book. Make a dark room? No. Make a field of grass 25 blocks away from your base for spawning animals. Well, that's true. We've made it. It'll be grass in a little bit, so I'm going to check that off. Okay. I'm going to wait for a little bit, and then we're going to watch and see what happens with this. I ran a couple errands and left the game running, and when I came back, the grass had spread pretty well, but it looks like we've got a rooster and a cow. That's pretty good. So we're getting some animals now. This is great. So I'm going to let this continue on. One thing I might do here... Uh-oh, we got some dead stuff here, too. I think they had a fight, this rooster here. But anyway, what I'm going to let this do is I'll probably expand this out, make a little bit larger area so that we have more space for things to spawn. But it's nice to see that we have other things, types of food, and we're starting to get feathers and other resources. So this is working out really, really well. So yeah, we've checked that off in the book here. Let me go back here. We've checked this thing off. I don't know if there's anything else about farming. Let's see. Looking really quick here. Let's see anything about making cows or something like that. So I don't know. But we're doing okay. So I think that's about all I have time for today. I want to say thank you for joining me. If you like this video, please click that like button. If you have any comments, please put it in the comment section. If you'd like to be notified of videos I produce, please subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon so you get all the notifications. Again, I am Tinker77. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.